Alright, so I don't even remember where I'm at on this job. I think the last, I don't even remember. Anyway, I got 2 more trees that I got to get cleaned up, and everything else is on the pile, and I've got logs sitting everywhere. And I'm going to load out a load today before I leave. Brought the gooseneck with me. Maybe I won't have a blowout. Probably will. And it finally rained. We got a heck of a rain yesterday evening through the night, and man, it just makes this look even that much better. It slicked everything down and settled the dirt or the sand. But this has turned out to be quite an ordeal, mainly because this is the first job I've actually left this stuff or done it this way. I usually burn it as I go, so I don't really realize how much stuff can stack up. You know, I knew it was going to be a lot, but I guess hindsight's 2020. But the next time, like I wasted a lot of time in here because I didn't realize I was going to have a pile there, so I could have saved some time just kind of realizing that I'm going to have more piles than I thought I would. But I think they're manageable. Now I just got to get all my logs drug out, and I'm gonna load out. I'm gonna have to load out. It's like there's no good where to sit around this whole place. It's just in between a bunch of hills, and I don't want to be sitting on a hill with a truck. I don't want the truck sitting on a hill. Try to get it as flat as I can, load it out. My machine got a bath. She looks good. I'm excited about that. But I guarantee you I can dig down probably 6 inches and it's powder. Yeah, she looks like a brand new one now. It got so bad I couldn't even see out the corner of the windows and my top visor. But there's a field tile. I ain't got a clue where that's coming from. Don't matter now. It may be on the other side over there. So anyway, I gotta get this tree cut up. I'm not sure if they'll take that one. I think it's an elm. I need to find out. I need to get that one processed, and then this one, this is a good oak. I'll at least get 2 logs out of it. So yeah, we on a home stretch finally, maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna load up the first log here. It's gonna be a little bit aggravating to get loaded out. Probably should have loaded the truck up just a little bit more. Sitting on a hell of a hill, and I'm gonna put the longest logs on there first. Got one more around there I need to go around there and get. Maybe it'll fit on there, both of them on the bottom. Kind of put them in between the ramps there. Alright, I might have to track way out back and get that other long one. Alright, so I got the 2 biggest ones on there. I'm going to put some small ones on the other side right there. There we go. I'm sitting so much lower than my trailer I can't see the other side. Can't. I have to be careful about how much I do, because I got a hell of a hill to climb to get back out of here. Old Cummins ain't gonna like it. She's gonna have to be in 4 low to get up out of here. She got her reach on it. Kind of got my logs mixed up. I'm gonna have to separate them out. I don't want to carry. I'm gonna carry all the hardwood first, or all the oak. Some of the smaller logs, it's a little hard to tell sometimes between a sweet gum and a red oak. Sometimes you'll cut a red oak and the log will kind of start bleeding out. You know, the end of it looks like a sweet gum. I'm gonna get this loaded down and then I'll give you an update. Alright, so I got 11 logs on there, counting 2 18-footers, so truck's raising back up. Alright, let's head down the road. So this should be the last stump and the last tree. Ground is a little softer, I think. So I hope that this thing doesn't give up too much of a fight. I really hate missing the yard up right there. A whole lot I can do about it. I don't have to dig down very far, and it's just back to, y'all can see the dust. System on it, so maybe it won't be too bad. There was a lot of work that went in on this job that I didn't film. stumps were so heavy my machine couldn't even pick it up. I just had to roll it to the burn pile. This one right here, it ain't light. Sitting on this hill sure don't help nothing. Down the hill. Alright, I'm gonna get this hole covered up and then knock down that last tree. Alright, time for the last tree. Let's see if I can't snap some of these limbs off before I get up under it. Oh shoot. Well, I might not. I'm sitting on a 15-degree slope. It's not very pleasant. Get this little one right here out of the way, and then I think I'm gonna dig around it. Break this other one off. Really didn't want to. Okay, I'm gonna cut a little on this side, and then I'm gonna go around on the house side and see if I can't push on it, see what it does. I ain't gonna cut much on it before I push on it, because it's leaning towards the house, of course. Trees always just want to grow towards the houses. Mainly because that's where the sunlight's, or where it's always open anyway. So I'm gonna cut a little right here. I can already see the base of the tree moving, so it may not take a whole lot. Of what I don't want to do, cut these roots and then it uproot the tree and fall in the house. So I'm gonna go ahead and get positioned on that side. Give me a minute to get turned around. Okay, so I don't have enough room to sit in between it and the house, because then I couldn't get my bucket on. the top of the tree to break out because I don't know what kind of condition it's in. It's got so many vines and stuff growing on it. What I may do is lay it towards my truck because it's not tall enough to hit the truck. But what I don't want to do, I don't want these limbs to catch that swing. Break them apart. Alright, that should be good now. My vines are out of the way. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to leave the dirt on the underside of it, cut on this side, and maybe I can swing it over. Alright, I'm going to try to see if I can swing, see what it does. I think if I cut it a little more, I can swing it down. Really hate that. I'm gonna cut a little and then swing on it. Just a little at a time. I got my tracks facing forward. That way if something goes wrong, I can hit my foot pedals real quick and drive forward. I don't like facing the rear. I don't like being in reverse facing a tree, if that makes sense. The natural instincts is you want to go forward with your feet. And sometimes you be going in reverse. And I'd rather, if things go south, I'd rather run into the tree, run forward and push it. Worst case scenario, I just take out the swing there. Still ain't wanting to budge. Thought it was going to swing because the base of the tree's moving pretty good. If it was a really big tree, I probably wouldn't do this. But the tree isn't that big, so even if it did potentially hit the house, I don't think it would cause that much damage. I mean, I'm gonna treat it like it's a big tree, but I think she's gonna swing now. There she goes. There she goes. All right. Disaster diverted. Alright, so these are the last of the logs. These are just poplar and there's a couple white oak and maple. I wasn't going to keep the poplar, but her dad is wanting some cut up, so that's what I saved these for. Take them to my mill and cut them. I didn't think I was going to have that much of a load on here, but it may be. big sawmill. Only problem was them. Luckily, I was able to get rid of them. They're not taking any more logs. They've got logs stacked everywhere. So I don't know what's going on with the lumber market or timber market, but it ain't good. Some of you that may know, you know, kind of comment and let us know what's going on. I don't normally take logs to the big sawmill. It's just these were good enough, and there's enough of them. But luckily they did take them. They only took them because I didn't have that many. I told them I had another job coming up that's got some really decent logs on it too. And they said just call them and see if they're taking logs. Okay, that ain't good. I guess too, because it's been so dry, the loggers have been able to get in and out of the woods fairly easily. Just everybody's been able to get logs to the mill. I'm gonna save these white oaks and cut for my trailer deck that I desperately need. Y'all been on me about. So these logs should be enough to do it, maybe. Which I got a couple more at the house, which I hate using. White oaks, you know, you can make pretty good money off of if you can find somebody who's wanting some. But I've got to do something about my trailer deck. It's gotten too far. I almost fell through it the other day and it pissed me off, so I gotta quit procrastinating. I'll get my dad to cut them for me. Kind of hard. It's really hard for me to use that nice of lumber for a trailer deck. You know, white oak is really nice lumber. Of course, that's what it's best for, I guess. I don't like using something that nice for that you're just going to put equipment on and beat and bang on it. And again, it's got to hold up. That's really what happened with my trailer deck. You're loading logs and stuff on it and just bust holes in it. And it ain't the equipment that does it, it's stuff like this. Again too, that deck has been on there for about 5 or 6 years now. I didn't really do it right when I did it. It wasn't really treated, it was just kind of threw on there. And we sprayed it with some Thompson water seal or something, but I don't think it was any count. So anyway, alright, I got these loaded up. I'm going to give you an overview of the job here real quick, and this one's going to be a wrap. Okay, so it's going to be a wrap on this job. I did the best I could with the money allotted, which I did quite a bit more, but I just kind of had to eat it on the time that it took to get the trees out of the ground, because there's just stuff you can't account for, but it is what it is sometimes. I'd rather the customer feel like they got their money's worth than feel like they didn't. So, and then again, like I said, this is the first job I left the piles. It's quite a bit more. I knew it was going to be a lot too, but then again, can't really tell, or you know, it is what it is. But I feel like I did it in piles that they could manage just over time. So they got that excavator there. So let me walk on the other hill. You can't really see it. I was talking to the other homeowner. He came in from Texas, and even he was saying, like, man, I didn't realize how much bigger it looks, or how much bigger it really is than what it looked like with all the trees standing. So anyway, let me walk to the other hillside and show you the backside. So this is the backside that I cleared. Here's all this little hill right here, and they done lit them afire. There's the other hillside. I'm standing right on over there. So it's gonna be real nice once they get everything gone. Grass grown. I think they're gonna put some horses over here. They want to bring their horses closer to home. All right, well, see my little last load of logs there. So I got 3 loads about like that. First load was about a little over 7 ton, and the second load was right at 7 ton, I think. And that one up there is gonna be pretty much the same. So all right, that's it for this one.